Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're taking a closer look at studying in New Zealand. We're thinking especially about listeners from South Asia, or, maybe Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, India, Indonesia, Vietnam.
Right. Folks who might be considering it
Hmm.
or maybe are just, curious about what it involves.
Exactly. We've gathered some info, basically trying to get a real picture of what it's like, the good stuff, and maybe the not-so-easy parts, too.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission really is just to pull out the key things you need to know. So, let's jump in. What makes New Zealand appealing for students?
Well, right off the bat, I think the education system itself is a big one. The information we looked at points to universities that are known globally,
Okay.
like the University of Auckland or the University of Otago.
Hmm.
These places have, really strong reputations internationally.
So a degree from there carries weight.
Absolutely. It can open doors pretty much anywhere.
Mm.
Auckland, for example, it's often ranked highly for things like engineering, business, that kind of thing.
That makes sense. And what about, life while you're studying? Are there practical benefits?
Oh, definitely. Something that comes up is the chance to work. Many students need to support themselves financially, right?
Yeah.
And New Zealand allows international students to work part-time. It's up to 20 hours a week when studying.
During the academic year, yeah. And full-time during breaks, I think.
That's right. Full-time during scheduled breaks.
Mhm.
It helps a lot with living costs, obviously, but it's also great work experience.
Yeah, definitely a plus. And it sounds like it's not just about hitting the books or working either. The actual place seems like a factor.
A huge factor. New Zealand is, famous for its natural beauty, isn't it? You've got everything from amazing beaches to mountains.
Right.
And importantly, it's seen as a really safe country.
Yeah.
Low crime rate, that peace of mind, that quality of life. It's a big draw for students and, their families back home.
Okay, so quality education, work opportunities, nice environment. And what about after graduation? Is there anything for people thinking longer term?
Yes, that's another key point. The post-study work visa.
Ah, right.
It basically lets eligible graduates stay on and work in New Zealand for a period after they finish their studies.
Mm.
And for many, this can be a pathway towards potentially getting permanent residency.
So a real opportunity to build a life there, potentially.
Exactly. It's a major incentive for a lot of students.
Okay, so those are some compelling reasons, but let's turn to the other side of the coin now. What are the potential challenges?
Well, the first thing that probably springs to mind for anyone studying abroad is cost.
Yeah, the money aspect.
Right. Tuition fees might be, in the same ballpark as other places, but the day-to-day cost of living can be pretty high,
Hmm.
especially in the bigger cities like Auckland.
What kind of costs are we talking?
Things like housing, rent, food, transport, it all adds up, and you really need to budget carefully.
Okay, that's a big one. Anything else on the academic side?
Potentially. While the undergrad programs are strong, some sources suggest the range of postgraduate options, like specific PhD research areas, might be a bit more limited compared to, say, the US or the UK.
So do your homework if you have very specific advanced study plans.
Definitely worth investigating thoroughly.
And there's another factor, especially relevant for our listeners from South Asia, India, Bangladesh, Nepal.
The distance,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a long way from home.
A really long way.
And that means travel time is significant, and the cost of flights, to go back for visits, it can be substantial, both financially and, emotionally too.
Not just a quick trip home for the holidays.
Not at all. And one last point, it's the visa itself.
The student visa application.
Yeah. While it's a standard process, it can be competitive, especially for really popular courses, or maybe for applicants from countries that historically have had high refusal rates. You need a strong application.
So thorough preparation is key there.
Absolutely essential.
Okay, so summing up a bit. For anyone listening who's weighing this up, New Zealand clearly has these fantastic plus points.
Mm-hmm.
Quality education, work possibilities, beautiful, safe place, and that post-study pathway. But you
Yeah.
really have to balance that against the financial reality, the cost of living, and the challenge of being so far from home, especially for South Asian students.
It really comes down to that careful evaluation, doesn't it? The pros are strong, but the cons, particularly cost and distance, need serious thought. Weighing it all up helps you decide if it's truly the right path for you.
That's right. And maybe here's something to ponder. When you think about opportunity, cost, and distance, what single thing would be the most decisive factor in your own decision about studying overseas? Something personal to consider?
A good question.
Well, thanks for diving deep with us today. If you found this breakdown useful, maybe listen again. It could help things sink in. And hey, it's good English listening practice too.
Always useful.
And of course, if you want more deep dives like this, please do subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you next time.